Imagine a small, fragile baby whose early days were filled with uncertainty and loneliness suddenly becoming the center of a life-changing love story. This script unravels the extraordinary journey of Louis, a boy once abandoned, who was given a second chance at life by none other than Hollywood's beloved Sandra Bullock and her then-husband Jesse James. Today, at 15, Louis stands as a testament to resilience, transformation, and the profound impact of unconditional love. Right from the start, Louis's beginnings were heartbreaking. Just months after his birth, he found himself in an orphanage, unwanted by his biological parents. In a world where every child deserves to feel loved and secure, fate had another plan. In 2010, when Louis was just a tiny 3.5-month-old baby, Sandra Bullock, affectionately known as America's sweetheart, stepped into his life. Sandra and Jesse James, then one of Hollywood's richest and most famous couples, decided to adopt him, filling his life with warmth and hope that he had never known before. Sandra's career had already etched her name in Hollywood history, with remarkable films like Speed, Miss Congeniality, The Blind Side, and many more that showcased not just her talent, but her genuine, relatable nature. Known for her wit, sincerity, and infectious smile, Sandra had won awards, accolades, and even a Golden Globe and an Oscar. Yet despite her glamorous success, there was a part of her life that always longed for something more: the joy of motherhood. This yearning grew louder as the years passed, and it was clear that the missing piece in her heart was a child to love and nurture. In 2007, Sandra and Jesse began the painstaking process of adoption, a journey filled with uncertainties and endless paperwork. Their hope and perseverance paid off in January 2010 when Sandra's dream came true. The moment she laid eyes on Louis, it was as if the pieces of a long-forgotten puzzle suddenly fit perfectly. In Sandra's own words, the connection was instantaneous, as if Louis had always been a part of her life. From that very day, Louis transformed from an anonymous face in a crowded orphanage to the heartbeat of a loving family. The early days of their new life were not without challenges. Just as the joy of family was blossoming, a storm brewed in the background. Soon after welcoming Louis into their home, Sandra found herself at the center of a very public scandal. Shocking revelations emerged about her husband Jesse James, with multiple women coming forward, alleging affairs during their marriage. The media frenzy was intense, and the turmoil threatened to overshadow the joy of their new beginning. Yet, even amid heartbreak and scandal, Sandra's priority remained crystal clear: protecting Louis from the pain and chaos swirling around her. Determined to shield her precious son, Sandra embraced the role of a single devoted mother with unwavering strength. Every day, she made the conscious decision to ensure that Louis's first years were filled with love, stability, and care, never allowing the storm of public opinion and personal grief to taint his world. In her quiet moments holding Louis close, she vowed that his tender spirit would never be exposed to the harshness of her personal struggles. It was a promise that would shape both her life and Louis's in the years to come. As Louis grew, his personality began to bloom in unexpected ways. Described by Sandra as a joyful, curious, and bright child, he quickly earned a reputation for his natural kindness and sensitivity. Even as a toddler, he was noted for his big heart and gentle gestures. Simple acts like wrapping his little arms around his mother and whispering, "I love you, Mama," became the moments that brightened Sandra's every day. His innate empathy and understanding were far beyond what anyone could expect from a child so young. In fact, Sandra once recounted a heartwarming episode on a late-night talk show where Louis advised her against a film role she wasn't sure about, and his innocent wisdom turned out to be the right call. The bond between mother and son grew stronger with every passing day. Louis's presence filled a void that had long been present in Sandra's life, and his laughter and curiosity reminded her that the true measure of happiness wasn't found in box office hits or glittering awards, but in the everyday magic of family. His ability to sense and understand emotions, even those too complex for his age, often left Sandra in awe. She would share with anyone who listened how every hug, every "I love you," was a precious gift that affirmed her decision to adopt him. In the midst of all this, Sandra's life took another significant turn. In 2015, she began a new relationship with photographer Brian Randall. Brian didn't just bring love back into Sandra's life. He became a steady, caring father figure for Louis. With Brian's arrival, the family dynamic evolved. Alongside Louis, Sandra expanded her heart further by adopting a young girl named Lila, a child who, like Louis, had known the hardship of not having a stable home. Lila, who was in foster care before joining the family, quickly found solace and security in the loving embrace of her new siblings and parents. Louis, having already experienced the pain of abandonment, naturally stepped into the role of a protective big brother. When Lila first joined their home, he instinctively took on the responsibility of ensuring that she felt safe and loved. Whether it was offering a quiet word of comfort or sharing his favorite toys, Louis demonstrated an early maturity and compassion that spoke volumes about the strength of his character. Their sibling bond grew in a way that was both tender and inspiring, making it clear that in their home, love was not measured by blood alone, but by the depth of care shared among them. Fast forward to today, and Louis is a 15-year-old teenager with a bright future ahead. Gone are the days when he was a shy, uncertain child. Now he is a confident young man who has embraced his passions. His love for sports is evident, and he is developing a keen interest in technology, a reflection of the modern world he is growing up in. Despite his evolving interests, the core of Louis's character remains unchanged. He is still the same gentle soul who as a baby had once been abandoned, and who now stands as a symbol of hope and renewal. Louis's transformation is not just in his interests or his hobbies, but in the quiet wisdom he carries within him, a wisdom that has often guided Sandra through some of her toughest decisions. His perceptiveness, which once prompted him to offer advice on career moves, now serves as a gentle reminder to everyone around him that age does not define the depth of one's insight or the capacity for kindness. His journey from a fragile infant in an orphanage to a thriving, thoughtful teenager is a story of hope, resilience, and the power of unconditional love. Today, while the public eye may have moved on from the glitz and scandals of Hollywood, the true narrative remains in the heart of one remarkable young man. Louis's story is a gentle reminder that sometimes the most significant changes come from the simplest acts of love. His life, filled with moments of profound connection, speaks to the transformative power of family and the idea that a parent's love can rewrite even the bleakest of beginnings. As Sandra continues to prioritize the well-being of her children, she remains committed to providing them with an environment free from the constant glare of the media. The focus now is on nurturing their individuality, allowing Louis, Lila, and every family member to flourish in a safe private space where their dreams can take shape. In this haven of love and support, Louis is not defined by the headlines or the scandals of the past, but by the bright potential of his future. Before we close, let this story serve as a reminder to all of us. The true measure of a family is not found in shared bloodlines, but in the depth of the love and care we give one another. Louis's journey teaches us that even the most challenging beginnings can lead to a life filled with hope, joy, and endless possibilities. Thank you for staying with me through this detailed journey into Louis's life. A story that is as much about the power of second chances as it is about the strength of a loving family. If you found this story as inspiring as I did, please remember to like this video, share it with others who need a reminder of how transformative love can be, and subscribe to the channel for more heartwarming stories. Your support means the world, and it helps spread messages of hope and kindness far and wide. Until next time, keep believing in the power of love and the promise of a brighter future.